I don't mind spiders, but I don't want to get bitten by the ones down here. If you're wondering, we're moving camp. You can see the roof of the tent from a few points around here. So we're going to move it down the slope, out of sight, out of mind. It was always temporary when I swapped woodlands and got this one and moved from the old one. I put this tent up temporary to store a few items, but yeah, in time I was going to move it to a more suitable location down there, but yeah, it is done today. It's about to kick off with this virus, and we just finishing touches on a few preps, make sure the bug out location is ready to rock and roll if I do need to leave the motorhome. So we've only moved it from there to here. We've got the log burner down, chimney's there, the canvas is there, but as you can see it's a lot lower down and it's completely hidden here, and it's reasonably close to the stream. We've still got a lot of work to do on the new woods to clear all this debris, but I'm thinking soon we might have a lot of time for it. So I won't bore you with me erecting the tent. There's other videos on it if you really want to see a 9x9 being built, but yeah, I'll get on with it now. Right, well, my neighbours are here, which is good. Have a little hello, kept our distance. But there's a couple of trees. Dog. A couple of trees down here that are in the way. And I thought I had my big axe down here, but it turns out I think my big axe is in the car with my sharpening stone, so do it with the hatchet. But the frame's built. Gonna move a tree that's on the ground over there and some other stuff. I've been supervised. Food. What are you doing? Where you go? Ruff. Who votes I should have bought the tripod? Well, that kind of sucked. I thought I just had to remove that stump of roots of the plant, but there's a fallen tree stump still buried in the roots and the plant that got around it. But I can get out a shot. Yeah. So remove the stump that was in there, remove the tree that was over there. So now I've got that much more space to get the tent in, and then I need a coffee. Yeah, there. Got a weekend of work. So hey, need a drink. Need something to eat. Eat rations. Getting there, the frame's up, the canvas is on, just got a bit of tweaking to do while I keep an eye on my noodles. They're nearly ready. Hopefully eat them and get enough energy to finish the tent off and then start moving everything from up there back down to the tent. Spot on. you're wondering why the thaw, I used the hatchet for the first part, but the tree's so sodden, it's like a sponge. Every time I was hitting it, I was getting sprayed in the eyes with moisture. So I don't want to risk any contaminants, bits of grit or dirt, so I'm using the saw. Brilliant. Job done. And finally, 9x9 is up. 9x9 is up, sorry, excuse me. Had to bend the roots, were buried in there where this tree had fell down. Removed that section, lost the end, moved the middle bit, pulled this out. 2 or 3 trees there, dug out some roots, and finally, and stopped for a snack. Finally got it up. British Army 9x9 command post tent. Been using it for camping for a little while, but it's been permanent shelter down here for a bit as well. Before this, the other woodland had the 12x12 canvas tent, which is like a larger version of this, and I think they're brilliant. Great for a sort of long-term shelter. Right, now to get the stove in it, chimney, some chairs, table, and all the other crap. That's how big he is. That's my finger next to him. Literally just stood in here, kicking all these sticks out the way, and I just saw him moving. So hopefully there's no more, probably hiding in this moss. Oh, don't jump off yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Frog cam. No, not yet. Ah, you stupid frog. Nearly made it to the water. Hey, don't drink that. It's on my hat. It's on it. Hell no. Well, that was a bit of excitement. Didn't video it, but should have done. There's the high lift. Love that thing, I don't care what people say. Used correctly, it's brilliant. My neighbour, when he's a van, decided to drive. There's the track. There's a stream that sort of goes underneath the track. Well, his front wheel went down there. It bottomed out, he was completely stuck. A few weeks ago he got stuck up the top, I dragged him out. So we got the high lift, jacked him up about a foot off the ground, dug up the mud from the front there, slid a fence post all the way underneath, and then we managed to back him out. But it took some time. I've just put the fence post back, the knackered, and all that stuff can stay there. Spray, gloves, recovery stuff, ratchet straps, and that. Just it's handy stuff to keep in the boot. And luckily I emptied the car out today and put it all in the motorhome. So I've got nothing done down here at all. I should really just crash in the van and come back here tomorrow, but I don't mind roughing it. Sorry for the really darkness, people. I'm getting lost walking through this woods. So as you can see, the lights in the tent now. That was my firewood there, the tree from last time I was here. That's bone dry off the ground. I was just going to saw that up and feed it into the log burner. But old matey boy stuck in the van gave me some logs to say thank you. So I've got some logs. About to take my jacket off because I was hot. There's the Bergen, sleeping bag, hammocks, all that stuff. Everything that I need there is in my bug out bag. The log burner's in place. I've just got to put the chimney in. Tables and chairs are there. The blue bag's the bed. So I've got everything here now. Battery bank and the LED light. I've got to close this back door up because I don't need this. Oh, my tripod's still over there. Yeah, but yeah, a bit entertaining that was. Pulling out a T5 van, and that's completely gone down into a ditch. Right, a bit more settled. We're going to rough it tonight really badly. Just got 2 chairs in here, table. There's obviously the contents of my Bergen, camera tripod. Too late, too tired to put up the hammock. I've got to cheat with the kindling there. Got to put my axe back together, split those logs. Now I'll get the fire going now, and then I'll just go and sort some more wood later from that tree from last week. Chimney's in there now. Just going to scrape out the ash and get this thing roaring. Cotton wool, Vaseline, 3 pads. I mean, it's not as cold as it was a few weeks ago, but it's still quite cold this time of year. Oh, this will be interesting. I haven't used this little light for a very long time. Wow. These little Zippo petrol keyring bullet things. I'm trying to do a little update. A bit low light in here. Got some logs there. Got some more to split there. I find when they're really small, like 1 inch or 2, and you shut the air vents and the butterfly valve, it keeps the heating in. That it's hot in here. That's what I'm saying. The bed's out. Didn't do the hammock tonight after all. That bed was bought for this bug out location. If I just want to rock up, there's a bed here. Saves me putting up a hammock and stuff. Tables over there. Got some water now I've been sipping away on. The Bergen's there. Some more bags over there from the Bergen. They can just get kicked under the cot. Second chair there. Tripod to lean against it. For second person, obviously. There you go. So we've got 2 seats over there facing the fire, table in the corner, and still room for the bed. Still plenty of floor space. It is only a 9 foot by 9 foot tent, but we've had a double bed in here. In fact, I've still got the double bed in the bedroom compartment. Where you hang the bedroom compartment up, it only takes up half the floor, so we can still get. Every time I get a message, my phone cuts off. That stops recording. So yeah, there's still room in here for a double bed, and 2 chairs and a table. These tents are great. But in the winter when it was -14, that stove did struggle to heat up the 12 by 12. But even in minus stupid, it gets stupid hot in here with that stove. But no windows, so you have to open up to see that it's physically on. And yes, that is physically on, folks. It is officially hot in here. Might need to chuck a couple more logs on there. But it just ticks over. It's twin skinned 3mm steel and fire brick lined, so it does get warm. Good morning. Well, stove's on. I'm up. That's a little view. Got some tin foil there. We'll explain that in a moment. All day breakfast for a breakfast. I had the clothes bag on there, but I've now donned the hat and fleece. my EDC bags over there. Got some tea and coffee rations. Well, a whole tub of tea and coffee. Save me breaking into my jars and tins and stuff. Random cup, which I may or may not use. Kettle. When I moved the stove this morning, I hemorrhaged the elbow. A bit of rust fell off. This is quite old, so I fixed it with 3 strips, long strips of tinfoil that went around, instead of one bit that was just torn as I tried to do the curvature. However, I do have another 3 of these elbows, and I think another 3 or 4 actually chimney sections. And I've got another cover for the top. I'd rather patch it up than replace it. I don't know how long I'm going to need spares for this, so I'd rather keep the spares and just keep bodging up. But it's my fault. I knew it was going to go. I knew the bottom bit was rusty, and as I lifted the stove up and turned it around, normally the chimney all pivots and they all rotate in each other, but the rust bit and then it cracked all the bendy bits. So now, well, never mind. What it is what it is. We'll make do. Alright, so I'm going to get this coffee made, get some more firewood, have that breakfast, and enjoy the sunlight, because it's really warm out here today. Very little wind, barely a breeze. Yeah, so it's still good to get some extra layers on. I don't want to be getting a cold. The camera can pick this up. It's burning so clean. It's hard to believe that's actually on, but I can hear it clicking. I can feel the heat of that chimney walking past it. Yep, a big box of fire at the bottom. That's roaring away, got a good draft. Maximum heat, totally efficient. Yeah, no smoke coming from that. I mean, I can see the heat coming out of it. And I'm still relatively close. So I think that's hidden away quite well. Okay, Mr. Rocket Dog's back. Mr. Hypo. Mr. Schizo, let's eat everything and dig holes everywhere. Oi, Turbo. When are you going to go on slow-mo? Inside the woods, won't show you too much. Obviously, Schizo dog's still running around. There's a clear blue sky. The sun's out. That is really warm and lovely out here today. There's my play area. That's where I like to take the Terios and have a little play. Just had a all day breakfast. Got some water in the pan, I'll clean that up in a minute. Just going from a little stash of coffee and sugar. We always put random stuff in here. Whenever we've got a chance to grab random sachets, we just grab them. But I've got my sugar. My concerns are decaf, decaf, decaf. There's a lot of decaf in here. I've not been paying attention to what's been put in here. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So if you are stocking food and that, make sure it's food you like. Ooh. It's a new tin. This has been down here for God knows how long. Careful when doing this in the wind near a naked flame. This stuff's flammable. But not a lot of people know that I know that. My favourite little bug out location kettle. And I've just got wind about supermarkets being busy. It's Sunday now, normally quiet day. And all these zombies who are panic bulk buying have gone out today to spread the infection and to risk killing people. Well, in their result, in panic buying today in groups, they're going to kill people. So yeah, the rest of the country, well, a lot of the country's been sensible and they're keeping away from people, staying isolated. And yeah, after the government told us not to go out, a couple of days later, they're all in supermarkets, shoulder to shoulder, touching things, putting it back, baskets, trolleys, cuffing each other all over the tills, exchanging money. Oh, it goes on. Yeah. So, excuse my French, but effing idiots. What a bunch of hunts. Fucking people. Right. I've got a coffee. I've had a rant about these fucking zombies. Will help spreading the infection. I'm going to go for a walk around this beautiful woodland and enjoy the sun with my coffee. Right, forgot to wash up. Got cordage out. Got a basher because I might want to store some stuff out here, and I might want to sit out here next time it's raining, so that can just stay up. I've left bashers down here before for a while. The old woods I left a basher up for months on end for wood storage, fine. The way I've tied it to a tree, it's cord over there is looped onto a branch underneath, so if there is weight from rain it will just pop the cordage off and fall down, so nothing's going to rip. Got a ridge line going from that tree up there to the centre loop to hold it up, and it goes off to that tree over there. So I've got plenty of head height. In fact, I could probably bring it lower. So there's the corner tied there and the ridge line's tied up there. See? Extended work area. And it's literally just hooked on that. So any weight on the basher and it will pull it straight off. Slowly rebuilding the camp. Got the solar powered security light. When the sun goes down it comes on low, and if you walk in front of it it comes on bright. So when it's on low it'll give me a little bit of light out here, and if I move around it comes on brighter. Or I can just have it on and off, or don't know, there's about 3 or 4 different settings for it. Yeah, it's good enough. Right, this was where the tent was. The 9x9 was here. Stood where the entrance was. So the corner would have been here, and then the wall down there, window about here, and the back door would have been where that tarp is. But I've just moved that tarp because the toilet box was there, the tarp was just there. I'm going to get a stick for this. As all this fluff was gathered here, and I thought, oh, maybe it's some mice. And then the rest of it looks like dead rabbit. This is where the skirt would have been off the tent. It's got a rain flap for snow and rain skirt all around it. So I think a rabbit has sort of climbed under here for shelter, probably in these storms that we've had and all this rain. I haven't moved it yet, but I don't know if that's solid, it's not breaking up. So it suggests that that's one thing. Yep, you can't actually work out what any of that is. Could even be a squirrel. Oh, there you go. Yep, it's a squirrel. So that is a zombie squirrel. This is where it's been laying. It must have died on top of this stick. That must have been all its fur. That actually looks like squirrel fur now. This was on top of the carcass. So the carcass was there, just rolled it over, I pushed all that stuff off. So that looks like a dead squirrel. Don't want to be poking around too much, it's a little paw. Its paw's gone all white. Its fur's missing off its face. That's its tail. Looks like, I mean, it is rock solid, you can see it's solid. I'm not picking it though. So I had a dead squirrel under the tent. God knows how long it's been there. It must have crawled under there for shelter, or it was injured. It's very hard to recognise what that is. There you go, there's its paw, its head, its neck, back. Oh, it's only a small one. That's a baby, looking at the size of it now. That's its tail there, and that's its body, there's its head. So it's a baby squirrel. Poor little fucker. It's starting to pack up now. I've got the bed away and I'm bringing everything down from where the tent was. So at 5 o'clock I've still got a little bit of daylight left. Temperature has dropped, obviously, because the sun's disappearing over there. I'm chuffed with the setup. Again, it's only temporary, it's mainly for storage. I'm going to hammock camp mainly here or up here or anywhere. I'm going to get the trailer down probably next time to this point where it's lower down, completely out of sight. It's a very low profile trailer, so it's easy to hide. Get everything stored in there. This is mainly for storage, or if I do have to come down here, shit hits the fan, there's a bed down here for me. So we've now got a squirrel grave. The robin down there has just flown over and said hello to me while I was putting the bed away. So water filtration system, that's got to go down. Couple of bits of rubbish, bag of sugar that's gone funny. Kitchen box, that'll be last to go because it's bloody heavy. Chainsaw barbecue stuff. You can see, and some bottles of beer from ages ago that were left in the tent. Yeah, it won't take long to tidy this up. I've chopped some firewood, been sawing away at that tree I cut down a while ago, but we are getting there. Third bug out location in a short period of time. See, I sold my woods, rented this one, temporary set up camp here. This is where I just dumped everything when I acquired this woodland, and now we're setting more permanent shelter up down there, because we may need it at some point. Plus it's just a nice quiet place to come camping for the weekend. Pretty much dark. That's just came on as I hit record because I moved. The 20 seconds it goes on to low. Still got the toilet box to put in. I've brought the kitchen box down. Everything I wanted to take with me, the bug up bags, back in the van, in the motorhome. Yeah, finally got it done. Got everything down here. Got the tent in the new location, which is a bit more secure because it's out of sight and out of mind. I'm knackered. Gonna get the motorhome and have some dinner and chill out, get ready for work tomorrow. So if I go stand, see, look, it's on. I was going to catch it. If I stand by the light, they'll see me. This light projects, even on low, enough light out here to do what I need to do. And at the moment I've got the light in the tent running off my battery bank, and that tent is wired into the light is wired into the tent. So I'm gonna grab my battery bank, take that with me so I can keep it on charge and put it back in my EDC. The trailer's moved. I was hopefully going to show you the top. The trailer's up by the tent now where it used to be. There's a little grave boundaries now. I've changed the footpath so people don't walk over the squirrel grave. That's it. I'm knackered, and yeah, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Go in the tent, see if there's some light in here, and we'll catch you on the next video. And good luck with this virus.